Oo, dalawa. Dito ako sa kabila. Oo, doon ako sa kabila.
Asang camera ane?
Diba ka iPhone mo na? Kanina ako.
Kapalo ah. Ayan, tara.
Ang daming iPhone nakalagay.
Hello, good afternoon. Where are we now? Hi.
We're in Niagara-on-the-Lake.
So welcome to the Carriages, guys. My name's Jade. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. The big guy up front today is Ethan. He's a 19-year-old Clydesdale that we've had for 5 years.
19 years old.
So how old is that compared to a human?
Maybe 70.
I don't think that
It's the same. I know when you
over
blink
on
and
the
blink.
right-hand side, in between those trees, there was a statue there. That was Governor John Gray Simcoe. He was the first governor of Upper Canada, which is what Niagara-on-the-Lake was originally called back in the day. They later changed the name to Newark, and then it was just called Niagara for a while, but everyone was getting confused between here and Niagara Falls, as we do share some of the same street names.
Bulldog.
This is all called Simcoe Park after Governor Simcoe.
Sorry. Ang grade ko dito.
This is Maple and Fifi.
Hi, Maple. Bumatong-gaingon ka.
Building here is one of the oldest buildings in town, and one of the very few buildings that survived the War of 1812 and the burning of the town that followed. So this was built in 1805. It is all original, minus the stained glass windows in the roof. Those had to be redone just after years of wear and tear. And it was actually used as the hospital during the time of the war for all of the soldiers.
How much is the cost of the houses here?
They usually start about $1 million and work their way up. It's
Very cheap.
that you find under $1 million.
We can buy 3.
3 house.
3 house there. Maple tree. Maple tree house.
Then this is the
Cemetery.
cemetery for the soldiers after the hospital.
Over on the right-hand side here, this is the Polish burial plot. So that's for the 26 Polish soldiers that came over to train and fight for the First World War. They ended up getting the Spanish influenza though, and they never made it home or to war.
So how long can the horses stand to
How many hours?
how many hours?
Our shifts are from 11 until 5, and then we also do like split shift from 12 until 7, and then the night shift from 5 until 11. So
Different
they're around
horses?
6-7 hours.
Different horses.
Different horses, yeah. Different horses, different drivers. Nobody wants to work more than the 7 hours shift.
So you have your own horse. I mean, you are driving the same horse.
Sometimes. They like to give us like the ones that we enjoy driving as much as they can, but
Ricardo Street. See? You should have taken a video of your street. This is your street. Bili tayong bahay dito. Where do you live, Ricardo Street?
No. We just saw the street name Ricardo. My name is Ricardo.
I told you to buy a house here.
Hi naman ulit kasi na hindi ko na pala na-press yung hindi pa ako pwede maging videographer kasi nag-hello wala pa hindi pa naka-play. Take 2. Hi.
Ni hao.
Hi. Bye.
Oh, for sale.
Answer though.
Let's inquire.
Nothing to Is it still Ricardo Street?
what's the name of
The park, the swim area.
Yeah, so this is the ending of the Niagara River back to the right, and it leads out into Lake Ontario here.
A lake of
So is this
So any of the
Ryerson
water
Park?
that goes over Niagara Falls all ends up down here at the end.
is this Ryerson Park? No.
No, this is just the waterfront here.
It's
And then
okay for
across the
swimming?
water there,
It's
that's,
okay for swimming?
yep. Across the water out there, that's
Castle?
Fort Niagara. So that's the U.S. side. And then the red and white buildings are the U.S. Coast Guard. That's all Youngstown, New York right there.
How do we find this in Waze?
How do you find what, sorry?
Waze.
What's the name?
The name of the
This area.
Well, this park here is called Queens Royal Park.
Queens?
Queens Royal, yeah. I think they just call that like the waterfront, and then part of it is Queens Royal Park.
That was
Park area here, this is all called Queens Royal Park. And it was named after the Queens Royal Hotel that used to stand up on the hill there.
Oh,
Now when it was standing, it was
nice place. Is this a public building or a...
This here is one of our bed and breakfasts. It's the only bed and breakfast that we have that sits right on the waterfront. So it is a little bit more expensive than some of the other ones. And they only have 3 rooms that they rent out. So it's nice and quiet there. But this one here next to it is just a residential home here.
So how do we book, like online? We go through the...
You just search up like Airbnb. Model, and it should come up.
Oh, there are simple houses like this too.
Any of the houses that you see with the cricket on it, that's the year it was built. So that was built in 1818.
Wow. William Kirby's home.
Hindi lang ilan, ano lang,
He was half asleep until he came in the heart.
15 minutes na lang.
15 minutes. Karga na kasi TV na ata. Kaya mo na kung 15 ra akong gibo. Uli ka to.
Kali ba, can we go inside late this one? The outside?
Is that for public?
Open to the public. Yeah.
Open to the
But I
public.
would call and make sure that they have an open table before you come all the way back down here because it is very busy in the summertime. So that's the Niagara-on-the-Lake Golf Club. It's open to the public.
Oh, I think we passed by this place earlier. We went to Ryerson Park.
Oh, okay.
Kana siya?
So the golf range to that course there, it's one of the longest standing golf ranges in Ontario.
Maybe the men weren't able to come back. So they...
That's Eddie Spaghetti there and Megan driving.
So he's bigger than the other guy?
Yeah, Eddie is a mix. So he's part Percheron and part smaller horse. I'm not exactly sure what he was.
So what's the breed of Ethan?
Ethan is a Clydesdale, and then Eddie behind us is Percheron Cross. Probably Percheron Standard Bred. They're a little bit smaller. We call them the Amish Specials because they just kind of breed whatever with whatever.
So are these the kind of horses that run the race?
No. Standard Breds do cart racing, but they're like purebreds. These guys were built for power, not for speed.
The bull.
Ano pala pa 15 minutes?
Oo na pala eh. Ano naman ang late?
Dol rate. Ano ra?
Oo, nituyo pa naman eh.
Dala ka ng court din no. Ada ba ka?
You live somewhere here?
I live in St. Catharines.
Wow. What are
Where
the
are you guys
attractions?
from?
What are the attractions there?
What's that, sorry?
Attractions in St.
In
Catharines.
St. Catharines? Nothing.
Ay, kasi cute. Pizza ba yan? This is a nice place. Iba, ano yung maganihan, diba? Dito ta. Dito siya mga agong. Dami siyang fan.
Wow, BMW.
Happy lang po sa auto.
Karon mo ko na ano eh, nga ito BMW nila.
Happy po tayo kasikat. Isakay tayo sa kwan.
Ano ba?
So back here, this is the back house to what was our original courthouse. But it only lasted as a courthouse for about 15 years because we don't have enough crime in Niagara-on-the-Lake to keep it operating. So now they've got the Chamber of Commerce in there. Okay.
Palitan natin eh.
Our Voices of Freedom Park here on the left is a memorial park because we were part of the Underground Railroad through here. For the abolishing slavery. So the walkway in between those two big metal pieces is supposed to symbolize the walk that they took following the North Star to freedom.
Pag sila Pia pupunta dito, dali natin dito. Na? Natutuwa yung yun. Kunan tayong picture, oh. Tayo kapila. Smile! You're on candid camera.
Hello. Please subscribe RBG Travel Vlogs.
Like and subscribe.
Please like, share, and subscribe.
Hit the notification bell at the corner.
Galing ka.
Bell off.
The Irish Harp is another good place to go for food if you guys want like bar style food. We've got, I really like their buffalo wing mac and cheese.
And good, ito.
Parating na pala tayo?
Yes.
Ni Ana. Ito. Dinin ka dito.
30 minutes.
Sige, wait. Para...
Yeah, bye!
Thank
Thank you, Jay!